Hello, this is Eric Miskell with EMS Now. I'm at the show floor at IPC Apex 2025 in Anaheim. Joining me today is Jay Gauthier. He's the Managing Director for the Americas for Mycronic, whose booth we are standing in front of here and on the last day of the show.
Yep.
Jay, it's a pleasure to meet you. We haven't spoken before, although we discovered we're both from Texas. So
you got it.
We should have met. So,
yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, let's start with Mycronic was always known for kind of the pick and place. That was how it started, but it's really evolved since then. So talk about kind of that evolution and what you've become.
Yeah, so obviously we started as a very a flexible machine from a pick and place standpoint, and that has evolved into what we have now as a full line. Mm-hmm. So in that full line, we have stencil printers, we have jet printers, we have SPI machines, we have pick and place, we have AOI, and also our storage parts towers. Okay. So really, we have a full factory that we could really take care of our customers with.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it was that full line. I think that's really, as you call it, that really distinguishes Mycronic right now in the market.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and it's we've over the years as we've acquired these other companies, has really benefited us and really benefited our customers because we have the source code for every single one, mm-hmm. and now we're developing software where you can actually, it's called MYPro Create. Okay. It's something that we introduced here at the show, but the vision was to be able to basically take a program and send it to the entire line. So each and every machine is already programmed. Okay. And, it was, something that has turned into a reality, and it's going to be formally released for the jet printer, the SPI and the AOI right now. Okay. And later on this year, we're going to have it for the pick and place. So it'll be added for the pick and place, and then we'll have that full line program, which will be incredible. It's going to be a huge competitive advantage for all of our partners. Right.
And I'd imagine you're dealing with customers all the time. I pulled you for some customers for this interview.
Yes,
so,
yes.
How are they responding to the full line?
Well received, and it's something that they're going to be able to really, really have a competitive advantage.
Okay. And what are their challenges that this helps address?
Speed, time to market, ease of programming, less people on the floor, mm-hmm. to have to worry about that. Mm-hmm. So it really addresses a lot of issues that are common in our industry today.
Yeah, and you just talked about the MYPro Create, right?
Yes.
And that's the whole programming. So that is, and is anybody else doing that? That sounds very unique. Nobody else is really doing the full line. Well, I guess a few are, but I don't know how comparable it is.
There may be some other ones that are doing it, but I'd like to talk about what we have.
What you have.
And it's, when everybody has come up, they have said it's been very unique. Those are both for both our customers and our prospects that have come to the booth.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's talk about some of the machines specifically. And I'm looking at the MYPro A40 over here, right? Yes. So you have the new additions this year. Speak to those.
Yeah, so the A40 was introduced towards the end of last year. It's an A40 DX machine. Right. At 59,000 components an hour, well received in the marketplace. Almost half the pick and place machines that we sold last year were MYPro A40 DX17 machines, which is phenomenal. And then this year we have introduced the A40 SX and LX version machines, which are at 29 and 18,000 components an hour, respectively. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, the first one that came into the country here has already been sold. Okay, we sold it yesterday.
So how do those, so they're just slower in the speed, so different applications, or what's the use?
So we have the different components an hour basically for different segments of the market. So somebody who doesn't need 59,000 components an hour and they're just starting out and they need a machine that's extremely flexible, has a little bit of speed at 18,000 components an hour, that's what they're going to start off with. And the nice thing about that is you can upgrade that machine to an SX as your business continues to grow.
Okay.
Yes. And that could go to, from 18,000, you can upgrade in the field to 29,000 components an hour.
So the machine stays the same, the upgrade's the internal?
Yeah, it's a little bit of software and hardware.
A little software, I was going to say, change the heads or whatever that is. Then there's also the addition of the screen printer, right? What is that, the S30?
S30, yeah. So the S30 and the S20, that was, we introduced it last year. Okay. Well received in the marketplace. We've already sold a couple of machines as a repeat customer purchase,
Okay.
which has been phenomenal. So that's
an endorsement, right?
That says a lot right there.
Yeah.
And with the speed enhancements on the A40 DX machine, now we're at close to 120,000 components an hour. That stencil printer really makes a big difference to be able to front that at the front of the line, because there are some limitations, unfortunately, to the jet printer, which may not be able to keep up with the pulse rate of the line.
Good. And I appreciate you dancing with me. I'm skipping through your whole product
no
line.
problem.
It feels
No
like
problem.
deep review.
Yes.
Tell me about that, because that's exciting.
Yeah, as a lot of people have been talking about AI, one of the things with this deep review that we have, which has been well, everybody that has come over has just they love, and it's basically for our AOI systems.
Right.
Okay, to be able to eliminate or reduce and almost eliminate your false calls, which is big, because that's what everybody in the industry is looking for. So everybody that has come by the booth that has seen that has really liked it.
Okay.
Yep.
And does that integrate in with the Create then, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's all becomes part and parcel to the software.
It
integrates everything.
Correct. It is an add-on to that, basically, for the AOI system itself. Yep.
And I'm always, one of my favorites when I go around to EMS companies are the component towers.
Yes.
Right? Because you see the difference when you go into a facility, if they have them or they don't. And if they don't, they say, we want to get them, right?
Yeah.
But you know, they're just, last few years have been tough, especially for smaller ones.
Yeah.
But talk about those and the benefits that those bring.
Yeah. So when you look at when you take a look at the pick and place machines, and you basically have the quick setup times, the quick changeover times, and everything, then it becomes the bottleneck of trying to get parts. Right. So if we can deliver parts in a full kit in a very timely manner, knowing where everything is in a climate-controlled environment, that's where those storage parts towers come in. And it basically, with our system, it's all linked together, so that with the software, the towers are merely an accessory to that software. Okay. But everything kind of ties together when you look at that.
Yeah. And I appreciate what you said there, that it's environmentally, controlled too, because that's an important thing. I know there's big talk in the industry about date codes and storage of components and all that, and so this addresses it.
We track all of that stuff from a traceability standpoint down to the individual component.
Individual component.
Yep. The one thing that we the jet printer, I did mention that, but that is a revolutionary system. Everybody that has come by the booth have said, hey, that's still one of the best machines out there. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, we sold 3 of them here at the show.
My God.
So
now, is that particular sectors, that industry sectors?
It's
that it goes
literally everybody. Mill aerospace is very good. The defense market, contract manufacturers, OEM. Okay. It's suitable for everybody.
It's suitable for everybody. Yep. That's good to hear. So it's been a rough past year or so for the EMS industry, I'm talking, right? Yeah. They've had hard times in different regions. 2025, Q1 is ending here, right, in a week. How do you see the rest of the year playing out?
There were a lot of challenges last year, as we know, but one of the bright spots, and I think the team did a tremendous job in executing. Each and every salesperson did a phenomenal job, and I think we weathered the storm quite well.
Well, Jay, I appreciate your time. I'll let you get back to customers.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Continued success.
Thank you very much.
You too.